The Lies of TV High School by Tommy NFG. Shout out.
High
Tommy,
school is one of the most unique and memorable times of your life. If
It
you're on
really
the lucky
is.
side, you end up with a sane mind, not scarred from any experiences, graduating and get to go to the school of your dreams. If you're not so lucky, well, there's a lot of outcomes.
Yo.
You end up as a just put the fries in the bag guy. You end up with 3 kids with someone you pinky promised in the 9th grade that you would love for life, and now you're
Bro, don't do that, bro.
Bro.
Don't do that. If anything, promise to break their heart, bro, because that's all you doing.
Whoa!
I'm just saying.
Matter of fact, you know what? Promise a right hook. Fuck it.
You might as well.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm doing what my ancestors did.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. At this point, bro, your high school crush, bro, you gotta hit her with an RKO.
It's only
If she cool with getting hit with an RKO, that's how you know that's the love of your life. But you got an RKO her through the table.
Yeah.
With piece it down, boom!
If she'll take a ladder for you, she's the
Or it's still
That's what I'm saying, bro.
fighting over
talking
custody of
about?
who gets to keep the kids. It sounds crazy, but I've seen it happen. But something I've been thinking of as it hits 3 years for next year since I graduated is how wrong.
Damn.
Well, this was last year, so it's
Damn, young blood.
Young blood.
Of a dream I was sold into when I was younger. When you're in elementary school and middle school, man oh man, is that ambition of high school at its peak.
Yep.
And I gotta blame all the TV, Disney Channel,
Oh, yeah, it was nothing like
Nickelodeon
that.
shows that led me up to those moments. I feel like every
Nothing
kid's
like
introduction
that.
to the
What
fantasy
school
high
is
school
that?
experience was
What
High
places?
School Musical. I remember when I
Yup.
was younger seeing it and thinking, wow, all high school is just dancing on tables and having some cool drama with your friends? Awesome! I really thought as soon as I entered the facility, we was gonna start dancing on the spot.
Let's be
Okay,
honest.
all right.
Let's
if
be
you
honest.
thought it was a musical,
You was just
you
dumb.
the problem. You the
Yeah,
problem.
you was-
Tommy, you my dog, but
You know, like normal people like me had older cousins or family members that was already there,
Yeah,
and
what
you
cousins?
older cousins. I messed that word. I met
older cousins.
older
cousins.
I had older cousins. I had family members that was already there or close to there, so we got a realistic look at what they was doing, bro. We didn't think they was get your head in the game. Gotta get you. Come
See,
on,
bro.
bro.
Nah, see, look, this how you know he ain't experienced like the real want for high school. Let me explain. Let me take y'all back in time.
Right.
2001, tires just fell.
Tires just fell.
The tower,
Right.
they just fell.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking. It was a week ago. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it
Aaron,
was,
you was only in the 2nd grade.
I know the towers just fell. though.
Right. Okay.
That's plane just hit the tower. This fresh.
Okay.
Niggas not even going to New York for a
Okay.
while. So boom, there was a middle school. All right, it was a middle school and a high school. Avondale High, Avondale Middle. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The high school students used to get out at like noon and would be walking from the school to go eat food. And so you would see them walking, and you like, damn, is that what high school like?
Yeah, they got freedom for real.
Yeah, like, and then like that with TV show, you like, damn, like Kim Possible had me thinking high school was lit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like lockers, all that, bro. My high school experience was ass. We ain't even had lockers.
Oh, we had lockers for 1 year. Oh, that was the year you came. They
Yeah.
got rid of them the next year.
Yeah. The school was too big.
Dang.
This class, but I thought I would just learn automatically by walking into school. Like, I
Yeah.
want to understand the reason
No,
why there was
propaganda is California high schools. Because can't nobody else have outside high schools all year round because we got bad weather. Y'all just over there with outdoor high schools. Only thing inside is the classroom.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't believe that.
It exists.
I don't believe it.
That exists.
It's
A
bro,
lot
that's
of them, bro.
that's the lies they tell us.
Most of us got rain, snow, storms. Come on, man.
so much dancing in high school shows. Nowadays, the shows are more drama focused, and I
Drugs.
don't see it happen a lot. But before, they were finding reasons to start breakdancing
You
randomly.
said, what is an outside high school? You ain't never seen the schools where, like, when they get out of class, the hallways are out. Like, they're not in the hallway, they're outside.
Bro, I don't believe
You've
it
seen
exists,
the TV
bro.
show with that.
I don't believe that exists, bro. They trying to brainwash us to believe like.
And the people
But
that got the
honestly, bro,
outside high schools, they think that that's the normal. No, you're the rarity, bruh. We inside, we indoor, bruh.
Bruh.
We had one high school that was like half that, but still, because of the weather, they had that. It was all. They could some of the hallways outside, but it was covered.
You talking about Zan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still covered.
Yeah.
Like they can. There's buildings with hallways where you go through them, but they can go outside, but it's still covered because you never know when it's gonna fucking.
Speaking of, we was watching memes today. Somebody dropped a meme from our old high school.
Oh yeah, facts.
That shit was cool. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, stage 4 brain cancer isn't for the weak. I probably won't even make it to graduation. Don't worry, Billy. As you know what we always say, if you have cancer today, call us dancers to save the day. Ain't no one had that type of energy at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Jesus.
Like, were y'all up till 6 just practicing the routine before you got in the school?
No, they
or
was
did
fighting.
everyone perfectly naturally
fighting.
align to do the exact same dances at the exact same time? Tommy, it's just a show. Shut up and answer the question. It's also funny looking back at the shows because you could tell when they couldn't find someone young to play the role. The
Yes,
victorious
yeah.
ones were the most hilarious because it would be so obvious it wasn't a teenager. Like, they don't even hide it. Who is this grown-ass with a full beard? He looks like he got a clock in the warehouse job in about 10 minutes.
working at
Do
Amazon.
you notice anything about this?
Jesus,
scene?
what the What did that?
Boy, hey, bro, y'all better start fighting back.
Only that somebody's mother got put in as the actor instead of that. Like, lady, this weak ass boat.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Nobody did that,
Let's keep
bro.
it a bean, bro. Let's keep it a bean. We all wanted a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah.
Like the Disney shows was cool, but if I had a show, it was Nickelodeon.
Wait, what you mean, like one of the shows?
Like the Aaron show.
Oh, okay.
It gotta go on Nickelodeon, bro. Like Disney
can see
cool,
that.
Disney cool, but I ain't want Orlando Brown eating my ass, bro. So like, I'm cool.
You know
what I'm
Raven give you that?
saying? Nah, bro, because like we see how she turned out, bro. I'm good, bro.
We see how both of them turned
Yeah,
out.
you feel me? Like, I don't want none of that. You feel me? I don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? Chat, should I start my own Nickelodeon show? Chat? Yo.
You should, bro. That'd be your TikTok content. You in your whole show.
I don't get me started,
So tight, does it make you look any younger?
That
I refuse to
bow is
believe
crazy.
they couldn't find someone at a younger age in Hollywood, the place of actors, to simply be a background character and
Yeah,
mumble
that's-
some words. They just felt lazy and didn't feel like paying them like they do to their writers. It's also weird to me how none of the characters get dress coded on anything. And
At all.
oh boy, do they need some dress coding. Never mind
Bruh.
Victorious. Euphoria is like Victorious, but
Man.
if Dan Schneider could actually write his thoughts down. Who was letting these high schoolers walk around and...
Bro, them things, they was swinging, bro. That was, like, it's always the extreme. It's always either the soupy, happy-go-lucky can do everything, or the very dark, drugged out can do anything you want. It's always the extreme. Well, obviously it's TV, but still. But like, dang, bro. Like, they was getting it on in high school. They was doing hard drugs in high school.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like the only thing they, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No moderation, yeah.
itty bitty fits without a word from the faculty. I remember in my high school getting dress coded for things like even
Leggings.
having headphones to
Yeah,
it. You walked
anything.
around and they had a
Take
chance
the
at
hood
calling
off.
you out for anything. The more older you get, the more you realize how weird it is that grown men probably in their 40s and 50s are setting up these scenes in this fictional high school scenario. We know who one of the directors of this story is, so it kind of...
That don't mean nothing.
Tommy, bro, he gonna put you in a lawsuit,
that don't
bro.
mean-
He gonna put you in a lawsuit, Tommy.
Sometimes the executive producer just means they put a little money in or did something to get their name
Tommy,
on the
bro, he
project,
about to
bro.
put
That
you
don't
in a
mean,
lawsuit,
bro.
bro.
John, protect your king, bro. They coming for your king, John. John is a Drake stan, bro. You can't even sing Kendrick around John Zozan, bro.
Bro, John be trying to go dick for dick with Drake.
For real.
That makes sense. Like, at least in the older shows, it wouldn't be as overtly sexual with the characters. But now it's like the Hollywood
Unless it was
writers
feet
don't
with
even
Dan
hide
Schneider.
their predatorness. But back to Victorious. Another thing Victorious made me look forward to was lockers for some reason. They used to make
Facts.
lockers look like a necessity to your time in
was
high school.
lit.
People would have their in shows
was
dripped
lit.
out in anything. And especially in Victorious. Like, how are they even getting these lockers?
Wait a
Bro.
minute. We couldn't do all that.
Bro,
Wait a minute.
That
Bobby.
shit was so hard. The Victorious lockers were so hard, bro. But like, man, why?
It was,
Why?
bro. It was. I'm telling you, bro. That was the. Oh, shorty in her locker. See if you get a number. That was like. It was actually like when they got rid of it. I was sad, bro. That shit was weak. With no lockers, you just gotta carry all your stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This boy Mike gonna come in the house. It's gonna be like just a roll of lockers. He's like, what this for? I'm like, bro, this is my TV show.
Locker designs approved by the school. Somebody could have taped a gun to their locker as an aesthetic and the faculty probably wouldn't even care. I don't even
Dang,
remember
dude.
the times I used my locker when I was in school. It could just be because my school was really ghetto and, you know, people just
Bro, it
broke
was
your
so
fucking
it was
locker out
convenient,
for
bro.
fun.
You-
Like, okay, I'm not giving any criminal advice, YouTube, just to make sure, but a lot of the old lockers, you could really just use a credit card and swipe that and just open it. But regardless, the image they...
Nah, we had locks. And also
Oh,
on
yeah,
top of that, bro,
yeah.
I'll be real. The only time I had had lockers was middle school, but I feel like
Middle school?
Yeah, I had lockers in middle school.
We had lockers, but we didn't use them, bitch.
Yeah, because I was at Vincent. We had in between. The thing I did not like, bro, is it felt like it wasn't enough time in between class to use them.
Yeah, true. You had to kind of plan out when you could hit the locker.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, I go in the morning, then okay, I'm closer. My locker's in between this class and this class, so I go, and then yeah. But the reason I like it is because you don't have to carry. All right, you just put all right, I only need this one and this one for this. But after they got rid of it, everything you carry it. I'm like, bro, this shit ass.
It got to the point, bro, I only had one thing in my backpack, and it was a binder. Yeah. I kept one big binder, bro, and headphones. I ain't do no work.
Still pass, bro.
I did, bro. Bro. And then I was in honors class. I hated the honors classes because I was the black kid, and all the honors kids were white. Like all the other honor kids in my class were white, but everybody else was with the black kids. But I was with the rich whites. Like, oh yeah, we're going on my dad's boat to da-da-da. I was like, bro, I'm filling out of this bitch. I don't want to be here. I literally failed 3 semesters straight just to get out of honors. Bro, it was like, Aaron, you don't have your car?
No.
I'm like,
no.
Car?
No, bro.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Oh, them heavy ass backpacks, bro. That sucks.
Guess we back again with Gamer Subs. What's up, Chad? You might be asking how did Conor McGregor get here? You're asking too many questions. The boys over at InternetCity have teamed up with Gamer Subs. If you go to gamersubs.gg/InternetCity right now, you can get 10% off. I'm talking flavors like raw meat, guacamole, gamer fud. And these two right here, we got the nuclear station and chug juice. You either go, or I'm gonna go with you. Guess who's back again!
They make of the locker experience is so big for no reason. In a show, I'll see them casually hanging out at their lockers the whole time just talking like, y'all don't got class? I wouldn't even have time to visit my locker in between my classes. How are y'all getting all this time? Time just slows down when they're at their lockers, I guess. One thing these shows do somewhat get right is the popular kids. Like, the popular kids tend to be the athletes and the sports players and the cheerleaders and whatnot. But what they don't talk about is the absolute downfall of these kids. At this point, we've all heard of peaking in high school, and it genuinely is one of the saddest things that can happen to you. Like, I'm glad I wasn't even close to the calibers of peaking, because after high school, seeing the downfall of kids that used to be at their top notch is just sad. All you see in these shows is how cool and great they
You know the weird thing about my class? The weird thing about my class is, for my class specifically, I don't know about the classes before and after this. A lot of the popular kids in my specific graduation year was like honors kids. Yeah. So most of them didn't have a downfall. Most of them was just like, they did what you expected them. Like, you expected this person to be like the family type. You expected this person to be like the get the good job and go. Like, they just, I see them now and I'm like, nobody fell off.
I feel like
we wasn't talking about middle school. He was talking about high school with the car.
Yeah, I was talking about high school. But the thing with my class is like, no one, you know what I'm saying?
No one went like,
well,
you just probably don't know.
They probably did. Cause I also don't keep up. I never cared enough to keep up with them.
Somebody redeemed no cursing, so we gonna not curse for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, snap diddly. Bro, I could not curse the rest
10
of the
minutes
day,
on the
bro.
clock.
I cannot cuss the rest of the day, bro.
The cool little petty dramas between their friend groups and stuff. All the great parties they went to and through, which is also a lie I was taught. I was thinking them parties was damn near gonna be at legendary levels, like celebrity parties. Not
maybe one. Maybe.
You know what did parties for me? Like, I'm like, dang, I really want to experience parties. Project X.
Oh yeah,
to this day I've never saw the movie.
That was what?
Yeah, I never saw the movie.
You gotta watch. It's still not gonna hit like it hit back then. Oh my god, when it first dropped, bruh.
But like, I watched the trailers and I watched like clips of it, but I was like, that's what I thought.
Seeing that Project X was like an Avengers level movie experience. Yeah. Obviously, Avengers is different because of the build up.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
But Project X was like, it was just everybody came out of that like, whoa. Cause you need to watch it on your projector, surround sound. That like the music they use, the stuff that happened, bruh. That especially at the time it came out was like, wow. And And what we in high school when it came out?
Yeah.
Or close to? Yeah, that was like a wow. That's cool. And then everybody trying to throw a Project X party.
Yeah.
And it got crazy. It got because the college kids was replicating it, the high school kids trying to replicate it, the movie going crazy. Bruh, it was lit. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't even go to parties. You know what, Lone Pookie? Forget you.
And you probably end up thinking that in the moment, but in reality, it just ends up looking like the TikTok Riz party. Once these kids end up graduating and realize the whole world isn't in a single building, they can't take it anymore. I've seen dudes who were supposed to be star athletes end up at the warehouse job where they'll work the rest of their life. And that isn't on 9 to 5s. There's nothing really wrong with that at first. That's a lot of people's first type of job anyways. But I mean, when you was boasting saying you were gonna be better than everyone and acting at a higher ego, I'ma laugh at you. It's always the star athletes who have the worst downfalls. I don't know why. I guess they lose all the ambition once they realize they're not making it to the league. And then we got the popular girls. It'll always be the
it's cause either they or the people that's looking up to them see them like they put them on a pedestal. Yeah. Or their ego is just too big. Yeah. But either way, it's like that's not what they just happen to be good at sports. They gonna live the regular life like everybody else. If most of us not making it to the league. It's just, you know.
One thing I will be honest about though. In high school, I was like, man, as like it was winding down, I was like, man, I'm gonna miss seeing these faces every day. Like some of these people, like I'm really cool with.
I was a loner for real, bro. I was, you know, like because my friends at the time were in my neighborhood. Yeah. So it didn't matter.
Me, it didn't matter. They weren't in my neighborhood.
The people at school was like,
I ain't gonna lie, some of them turned out very like,
like there's always a couple women.
Like,
that's
what happened? Like, whoa,
that's you, bro.
It's all ambition once they realize they're not making it to the league. And then we got the popular girls. It'll always be the girl that all the dudes wanted in school. After graduating a year later with 2 kids, ended up super fat and wanted to settle down right after that. Like, where's this side of the story, Victorious, Euphoria, Riverdale? Actually, I take that one back. Riverdale was never good. This TV you're telling us, it's a lot. Maybe try to help these kids by stopping the path they're heading to because it's not going to be fun for them. It's rare I've seen someone's high school popularity translate to college because newsflash, is grown and no one cares. It's also funny in these shows how they treat certain positions in school like you need to get it or you failed at life. I don't know where the whole prom kingdom thing came from. Treating it like if you got it, you would become a part of the royal family. For real. There's always some super big drama leading up to it for some reason in shows. Like everything builds up straight to the moment of the dance where everything's either gonna get solved.
Literally,
it's so funny because it's like there's people who I know were either prom king, prom queen.
I don't even know who
and
was
they
prom,
did not do shit with they life. Dang it. Did I miss it? No.
Yeah, it's you cursed, buddy.
Okay.
5 minutes left, bro.
Man.
I don't even know what the flavor is, bro.
Just give it to me, bro.
It's brown. Cappuccino or liver and onions? I'm assuming that's liver and onions. Oh, man.
Straight up crashing out and doing anything to get prom king or queen. They would throw their friend off a bridge if it meant they had a higher chance of getting it. But in reality, no one really gave a
Yeah,
okay, let me not act like nobody one did care. Some people did for my experience.
It's always one or two.
But it was mostly the popular kids and their clique or whatever that really prioritized it. Everyone else just wanted to have fun with their friends. And after that day, not a single person even mentioned it. Were you supposed to be carried to royalty or something after? It's got lives to live. And it's the same thing with the school council image. In shows, they'll make school councils seem like Supreme Court when it comes to decisions. They determine the new building plans, where the budget for funds go, how much the teachers get paid.
They do
when
nothing.
I was younger,
They
I
don't
used to
do-
think
yeah,
they legit had
darn
the same
thing.
power as the principal of the entire school the way it was portrayed. These kids will market themselves like they were running for government positions. In reality, the school council absolutely has no power. It's really a position they give to a student to make the students feel like they have some type of power. And most of the time, it'll just be the popular kids running to fuel their
Pretty much.
I remember I had a friend who was in the school council and told me they couldn't even pick where the senior trip was gonna be. But I'm not gonna lie, some
that's
people
trash.
definitely did go out their way to make it seem more important than it actually was. I remember one girl told me she was really running to get experience because she wants to hold a political position in the future.
Okay,
and I guess she
You're
is.
doing too. Well, I get it.
Where's she at in life?
But at the I kind of get it, but like at the same time, like,
Where's she at in life? I really want.
you know what? I'm gonna go against the grain of what I actually did in high school.
What about the ones who tried to recapture those days?
Oh, they losers. What I did in high school was nothing. After 9th grade, when I was in football, I stopped playing football. I didn't care about nothing that had to do with this school. No student council, no prom, nothing, no dances, no organizations, no sports, no nothing. I went there and then went home, and that's where I care about everything. But I'm gonna tell y'all not to do that. Get in something, band, sports, student council. It might not matter in the long run, but it might matter in the fact that you might meet a good friend. You might meet
you might meet great people.
A good mentor, like through a teacher or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Get in something. Don't be like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Life turned out good for me, decent for me in the long run anyway. But it might not. You might suck. You know what I'm saying? You might not. You might not know how to create content.
Look,
you know? I'm just saying.
This is what I say. Get in stuff because you might find really cool.
Yeah.
You might find some really cool people. I'll
Too late. Already gooned the whole way through.
Okay, yeah, bro. You just turn yourself into the big house, bro.
Yeah.
Is holding some type of position every night because 4 years later and she's a stripper now. Weird path change of a career. Maybe she'll be our president in 2040, who knows? Another lie I always see on these shows too is the high school sweetheart thing. I was definitely one of those kids growing up that thought as soon as I got in high school, I was gonna find my girl for life. We were gonna be showing off to all the school and end up with a picture perfect family 10 years later. That's how it is in the shows. It has to be like that. You always have that token couple that's been together the whole show's
There's
time.
always
There's an
one.
argument and the mystery gang has to solve the argument. But then you slowly realize that every single relationship is complete bull. Like if you're in high school right now and sad because it seems like everyone is cuffed up together and you're not, I'm telling you right now that does not matter at all. My image of love died as soon as I realized that all of it was a fabrication. High school relationships is the most immature and dumbest ever. It makes me glad I wasn't in one in high school because I know I would have done some cringy that I would still be cringing
You know what
at.
I realized? The two people I thought would be the high school sweethearts, and this happened multiple times actually. It would be two people together. You think they're gonna be the sweetheart. They break up. That guy or girl get with somebody else at the very end, and they end up being still together. I'm like, I never thought that would happen. Like, they got together like right at the tail end, and they still together to this day. I get on Facebook, I'm like, dang, y'all still going? I thought you was gonna be with the other guy. What up, Leplo? How you doing, bro? But the two you think gonna be together, it's never them. It's always a twist. It's like, I don't want her no more. Gotcha. High school drama, romance, role play, IRL.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And I realized this when I was already in school. Like,
School outing is the best.
What? Where was you even going with that? Oh, I can curse again, but I'm gonna try not to anyway. Where was you even going with that?
I remember a couple broke up over someone following somebody else. I know one single couple from high school that's still together, and that's it. And even if they are together until college, once they see a new set of people, it's GG's for the other person. Right then, it's just a competition of who's gonna break up first with the other one. It's like that meme of Andy throwing away Woody. Better they break up now than cheat on each other. A real relationship is when you actually have to take on adult responsibilities and balance it. So to wrap it up, all the shows that lied to me about this wonderful fantasy experience, you. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.
Hey, all I'ma say is make sure you really know your partner once y'all hit college. Yeah. Cause it will expose who was really the slut, boy or girl. It was gonna expose who was really the whore.
You ain't lying to you.
Alright, boy. It get wicked. Once your boyfriend see a real set, it get wicked. I'm a real eater. You know what I'm saying? Once your girl hit them dorm rooms and dudes come knocking on the, hey, what's your name is? And she all of a sudden wanna slob on something she ain't never slobbed on you before.
Now your ball can't dribble.
I'm just saying.